why, Miles, in your opinion, are people so afraid, whether the WHO, who basically threatened her and the people at the lab, Hong Kong University, which is revered throughout Asia. It's kind of the Harvard of Asia, I would say. It's revered throughout Asia, a major institution. Why is Hong Kong University, the WHO, we just had Chris Fenton, American businesses, why are people so afraid, in your opinion, to directly confront the Chinese Communist Party with their lies, their actions, everything they've done against the Chinese people and the American people, and now to release this horrible, horrible plague upon the world?
Thank you, sir. I'm really, really proud of Dr. Yang today joining his war room. She is China hero. She is a world hero. She is my hero. She is a big sacrifice, big sacrifice, to come here. She is lose everything because of do the witness with blue to America. Want to try help the world, want to try American stop dying. So you ask me how can risiko her come to America? That's so difficult. You know something, I work with you together. It's very, very dangerous for her. In Hong Kong, everything by CCP control, including Hong Kong University, including Hong Kong P3 lab. That's why she's very important. She have a very bad husband. It's also the very deep join in the coronavirus. She have the big boss. It's Malik. It's P3 is the #1 guy. This Malik is #1 coronavirus expert in the world. She husband, she and the P3, the lab is the Malik. First time is with the WHO, is the 10th side together. See, this is coronavirus, no man to man, no people to people, we can control. This is why we have lot of intelligence based inside from CCP inside. We have the intelligence now. Dr. Yang is very important. This is why we try to help her come here, do the witness. But it's very, very dangerous. Behind this, lot of we are follows, big sacrifice also. I really appreciate you, Sir Stephen Kibano. You do a lot to help me. I risk here. If you, it's big dangerous for yourself. You do a lot. I really appreciate you. But I don't understand why American government officially now that's the key witness. But nobody think that's the key witness. American work is very bureaucracy, and nobody seriously think the virus where from. Nobody seriously think the key virus for America solve the coronavirus. That's very important. I'm really worried. I'm really upset. I look at her, I'm really emotional. Incapability is the solve the problem. You need to verify the key witness, Dr. Yang, big sacrifice, coming to America, try burn all the truth give you. You don't need to believe her. You need to verify.
Miles, hang on for 1 second. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to return with Miles Grove from the vessel. But to Miles's point, guys, right before we go, Raheem, I'll toss it back to you. But you have both the hydroxychloroquine and you have this. Why are we playing games? Why is there not the FDA giving an emergency authorization use? And why are we not calling it the CCP virus and demanding in 72 hours the opening of these labs in Wuhan? It's a disgrace. The games have got to stop. Over to you, Raheem.
Yeah, well, that's right. And I actually polled, it was over 20,000 people on my Twitter the other day. Should it be the China virus or should it be the CCP virus? And overwhelmingly, people said it should be the CCP virus. Remember, you heard it here first, all the way back when in January on War and Pandemic, which will return right after this short break.
War Room Pandemic with Stephen K. Bannon.
The epidemic is a demon, and we cannot let this demon hide.
War Room. Pandemic. Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
Welcome back to the War Room. Stick around as well as we approach the last segment here. You're going to want to stay tuned because we have on stage coming up shortly from the Falkirk Center's Freedom Summit, the Economic War Room with Kevin Freeman, Frank Gaffney, Rosemary Gibson, Brian Kennedy, and more will be taking the stage very shortly. And I'll make sure that I know a lot of you guys watch this on the YouTube as well, but I want to make sure that after the show you can head over to America's Voice. You can watch it on Pluto. They have an app themselves, the America's Voice app. It will all be live streamed today, so make sure you make sure you pay
and for the Economic War Room, Brian Kennedy will have this great new book, the CCP's, that's Communist China's War Inside America. If you don't think this affects your personal life, you think all we're talking about is the people in Hubei, Wuhan, and China, right? You don't understand something. The war is here in the United States. Roger Kimball, the guys over at his press put this out. It's a monograph by Brian Kennedy. Make sure Endeavor Press over at the Endeavor guys, make sure that, or Encounter Books, Encounter Broadside. This is Encounter Broadside. These monographs are tremendous. Brian Kennedy, one of the founders of the Committee on President Danger, will be next. CCP's War Inside of America. Guys, we've had so many, with the hydroxychloroquine, and now with the evidence that this is a CCP virus. And Dr. Yan, that knows directly that this came from, they knew in early January, late December. We know that also General Secretary Xi had a meeting and a conversation with the senior cadre in that first week of January. The evidence is so there. I don't understand now that she says the genome sequence hasn't even been given. Why are we tolerating this? We're supposed to be about no games. And we're playing games right now with people's lives. We're playing games with the economy. When they're up on Capitol Hill with $1 trillion or $3 trillion, and we're at the $1 trillion, and it's going to be more. The balance sheet of the United States government is going to be upside down. That's why gold's on fire. People don't know where the dollar is going to end up. It's time to take direct and hard action. The action's got to be here in the United States on this pandemic, and the action's got to be against the enemy of the Chinese people, the American people, and all of mankind, and that is the Chinese Communist Party. They ought to be directed to open up in 72 hours every lab they've got on mainland China, and they have to be able to turn over every document, every experiment, every scientist, every email, every text message, every WeChat. Everything has to be turned over to an international consortium led by the United States, Japan, the free people of the free Chinese in Taiwan, Africa, Latin America, Europe, Middle East. The best virologists and epidemiologists have to come together in 72, and in 72 hours they don't do it, all the banks ought to be sanctioned. They ought to be cut off the U.S. dollar. Wang Qishan, and particularly the great criminal General Secretary Xi, ought to be personally sanctioned. All their assets ought to be seized in the United States and in London and returned to the rightful owner, the people of China, that have been oppressed and stolen from now for 70 years. It's an outrage that this plague has come from these people and nothing has happened. And it takes, Dr. Yan, it takes the bravery of Chinese citizens, a young female from China, to come here to the United States. And if we don't have the guts and courage to back her up, then guess what? We're finished as a country. We're finished. Okay? I don't want to, this election, yes, is important, but this is about us as a people. We have to have the backs of these people. It's the defining issue of our time. It's the defining issue of our, and it's the defining issue of the civilization. Mike Pompeo said it's about unalienable rights. Their rights come from God, just like our rights come from God. And now the CCP has unleashed a plague upon the world. They must be held accountable. Miles Groh, I want to bring you back on because now I've been more over the top than normally you are. So I want to ask you just a direct question. Why does the world refuse, in your opinion, we got about 2 minutes, to hold the Chinese Communist Party accountable for this plague that has helped destroy the world's economy and killed hundreds of thousands of people?
Sir, First of all, I want to say not a very important witness. This the political malfeasance. I think FDA need now it's in a high direction immediately to non-prescription drug, as it can risk America. Prescription, the drug. Another side, I think very important. Why America now is go to disaster? Every day, 1,000 people die because somebody play the games. Don't care American people dying. I think Dr. Yang can give you more the information, big help. You need to verify from Dr. Yang, give you all the information and all the truth. Why America now is go to disaster? This is a situation. 6 months ago, Dr. Yang gave you warnings because now too many products at the FDA, government, Wall Street, media, driven by perfect, fair to CCP, BGY, all the American now. That's why American people die every day. Sir, war room need to keep fight. Give America more the truth. I think end of the day, we can help America more safe again. America safe again. Only one use the keen witness. Find out the truth. I totally agree your idea. 72 hours give Beijing warning. Must be provide everything information about the P3 lab Hong Kong, P4 lab Wuhan. I totally agree. Only truth can find out, can solve America the disaster situation. That's the war in the U country. You need action, sir. Thank you.